Hello everyone, it's Mari here. Sorry if I sound a bit weird or a bit rushed. I recorded this like 3 times and I feel a bit repetitive, but I'm trying to get the message across. But Enter a Florpus was a thing, and it was a magnificent thing and a amazing thing and a thing and a beautiful thing. I watched it when it came out, and it's such a good movie. Even if you don't know what Invader Zim is, it's such a good movie. Please go watch it. I was a big fan of Invader Zim growing up. It's a big part of my life, and at least creatively, I think. I don't credit it with the reason I started drawing, but it is a reason why I started being creative, I suppose. I have a lot of memories, very good memories about this show. I'm gonna tell you guys just a couple of these really good memories I have of the show alongside describing this character that I'm drawing. I guess two of the memories I could mention is that I've met Richard Horvitz at a convention, and he was so sweet. I didn't say much because I was just so dumbfounded that he's real. I remember I cried afterwards, but he signed something. He said my name in Zim's voice, and I have it on my wall, and it just made me so happy. He's a very sweet man. He gave me a hug and with like speaking as Zim, and it was just a swell experience. Richard Horvitz is a blessing to this earth. I love him with all my heart. I guess another memory I have of this, I never really had friends who watched the show. It was more of a solo thing I enjoyed for myself. But I guess another like memory I have is I used to draw myself a lot with the famous Gur hoodie you could find anywhere in Hot Topic. Before I even owned it, I would just draw myself with it. It's a really it's a cute hoodie if you wear it right, but in the end of the day, it's a really tacky, it's a really ugly hoodie, but it's Gur's cute, so I would constantly wear it in public, and I regret wearing it in public because it's not that good of a hoodie. Anyway, the character that I'm drawing, you guys are probably curious to that. No, she is not a canon character, she is an OC of mine. Well, a redesigned OC of mine. So like I said, I used to watch the show a long time ago. And with the release of the movie, I decided to go back to my roots and see if I could find any of my old fan art. And at the end of the day, I could only find one. I'm surprised I never posted it anywhere online, but I only posted it once. And it was this really bad drawing of an Urkin female that I had, and her name was Zora, and she was my OC. If you don't know what OC means, it's original character. It's a character you create for a show that you like or for yourself for a story that you're writing. And I don't remember anything about her. I remember drawing her in DeviantArt Muro, that really crappy paint program DeviantArt offers that's really bad. Don't ever use it. And it's a really bad drawing. I do remember drawing it though. I remember it was Christmas Eve at like 2 a.m. I was tired, but my parents were still having a party outside, and I felt bad that I couldn't go upstairs to sleep because, I don't know, I guess I convinced myself it was rude to leave so early, I suppose. And I remember just like with a mouse just drawing this character in DeviantArt Muro just to pass the time, and I just created her on the fly. But I liked her eyes. There was something about her blue eyes that I really liked. So I wanted to completely redesign her in a way that she could possibly somehow fit the lore of the show. And I even came up with like a story around her, or at least like a fake episode on where she could somehow like show up. So the entire episode, or the entire story I decided to come up for her was that, as you can see by the drawing, she is a tall bean. She is not as tall as the tallest, but she is taller than your average Urkin. So I decided to work around that and decide that, if you guys remembered from the very first episode of Invader Zim, when they're assigning all the Urkins to their planets to conquer, they do feel threatened when an Urkin is somehow growing. Like, they don't, apparently, like, height is a very important thing to them, so if they see an Urkin that's taller than your average Urkin, they do feel a bit threatened by them. So I decided to work with that and say that the almighty tallest purple and red felt threatened by her height, but as well knew that she is useful. So they decided to get rid of her, but also use her in the end. So they decided to assign her to Earth, but instead of conquering Earth, her mission was to finally get rid of Zim. They wanted to finally, get rid of this nuisance they've had for years. Their first plan to get rid of him didn't work, and now they're trying again with Zora. I don't know if I mentioned, but her name is Zora. Sorry. I'm sorry. But she's assigned to Earth, and she takes her mission very seriously. She is convinced she's smarter than Zim and smarter than your average Urkin, but she does take her pride to account and tends to she really does love her tallest and she really does trust them. So she is sort of convinced that is her mission. She doesn't see it as a way for them to get rid of her. She sees it as a very important mission. So she arrives on Earth and she does her job. She inhabits a house. She has a human disguise so she can walk around them without being seen as an alien. And she joins the school Zim is attending with Dib as a higher grade than they are. She is around either high school or around late middle school, which is why she looks a bit taller. And she just constantly tries to kill Zim. However, due to plot devices or people getting in the way, or just Gur getting in the way, or something getting in the way, she always fails. I blame it on her bad luck, or maybe Zim just has really, really, really good luck. I mean, honestly, Zim should be dead by now, but he is somehow extremely lucky. However, eventually, Zim does find out about her and find out that she is in fact Urkin. But Zim being Zim, instead of being threatened or instead of being insulted, he sees Zora and convinces himself that the tallest sent her to him in order to become his apprentice. She sees this as a teacher student kind of situation, and he is happy and he's like, oh, they finally see me for the smart Urkin that I am. Meanwhile, Zora is just kind of like, this guy's an idiot. Oh my god. But she plays along in order to maybe stab him while his back is turned. Not literally, but perhaps literally. However, again, due to plot devices, or I call it main character survival syndrome, he constantly evades her attempts to kill him. And that's literally just a never-ending cycle of Zim trying to teach Zora how to be a true Urkin, or as a powerful Urkin as he is, while Zora is just constantly trying to kill him and he's getting away with it. And that's her entire character and her entire character arc, and that's literally it. I just thought it was really funny to have this sort of repetitive situation, and I thought that perhaps I just thought it was very funny. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I just thought it was funny to have the situation. I posted this I remember on TikTok, I think. I have a TikTok, you guys. I just do it for edits. And someone commented that it's like their personality, their like character dynamic, I suppose you can say it, is like a murderous mom and a very lost lamb. And I just really like that characterization. So that's what I'm going for. As you can tell by the drawing, I really did play around with the style of the show. I tried to mimic it, as I did with the ref, as much as I could, but also adding my own little twist to the style. And I also did, like you can see here, I played a lot with hues. I played a lot with colors. I really like the purple aesthetic and the pink aesthetic of the show in general, so I tried my best to play around with it. And before you guys ask me, I do have a favorite character in Invader Zim, and his name is Professor Membrane. I mean, have you seen him? Have you seen Professor Membrane? I love him. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to me ramble about this old OC I have, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my social media below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!